Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Raluca. For today's video I have a new Sephora collection launch and it's the mini pocket palettes, the little guy I'm holding right now. These palettes come in 4 different color stories. Here I have the warm browns palette. They also have like a neutral brown, a blue one and kind of a purplish one. I don't know the names, but these are the color schemes available for this particular palette. My base is obviously already done because today's video is going to be all about the eyes. So this is the palette. This elastic band is kind of like a seal. You take it off like this. It's nice that you can hold the palette like this. And the palette opens like so. Very pretty, very neutral toned, everyday kind of a vibe. It has 3 shimmers, these ones, and 3 matte shades right here. The palette retails for $10, which is kind of a medium price, I'd say. Not really drugstore pricing, but kind of more on the affordable side. And we're going to see how these perform, but first I'm going to swatch them on my arm. No primer, no nothing, I'm just going to swatch them here. I'm going to start with this first shade, which is kind of a light baby pink cream shade. Let's see if this shows up on my skin. I'm going to turn down the lighting a little bit so you can see better. As you can see, it doesn't show up that well on my skin tone, but this is going to make a nice transition, I think. Next we have this golden shimmer. Oh, this swatches nicely. Okay, this is really nice. Yeah, I really love this shade. Very pigmented. Next we have this medium kind of a brown shade. The mattes feel very soft. Like they're not that kind of a buttery matte, they're more like dry kind of a matte. Okay, let's see the second row. We start with this reddish brown shimmer. The shimmers though, they swatch really nicely. Ooh, this is pretty. Next we have a pinkish type of a shimmer. Not as blinding as the other ones, but it's kind of cute. And last we have this dark reddish brown. This is the darkest shade of the palette. So this is how the swatches look up close. It looks okay, it doesn't look anything outstanding, let's say, but it looks like this would be a nice everyday palette. The true test is going to be on the eyelids, but I really wanted you to see all the shades and how they look swatched. I'm going to start by priming my eyelids, and I'm going to use this Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm going to use my fingers to blend the primer. I don't know, I get this question a lot, like how long lasting is certain eyeshadow, but I never had the answer for that question, because my question back to that person would be, well, what primer do you use? And based on that I can give an answer, let's say, because I feel like the longevity of the eyeshadow doesn't rely on the eyeshadow itself, it relies on the primer. The first shade that I'm going to use is going to be this light pink, and this is going to go in my crease as a kind of a transition shade, but yeah. I'm going to use my Sigma E25 brush and take this shade. It's creating a little bit of fallout in the pen, if that's something that interests you. I mean, it's not bad, but it's kind of there. Okay. And let's see how this goes. This is a very light shade, as you could tell by the swatch, but I feel like it's going to be a nice base for my eyeshadow. So it's barely showing up. I can see it there. I don't know if you can see it on camera. think I'm going to go with this one for my lower lash line as well. This seems to be blending easily. I mean, it's a very light shade. I can't really tell, but it looks nice. I'll be trying my best to use all the shades in the palette. So the next shade I'm going to use is this medium brown, and I'm going to take it on a Morphe M506 brush. Dusting off the excess. And this is going to go in my outer corner and a little bit lower in my crease. I mean, the pigment is not impressive, but not impressive at all. So I'm dipping back into the palette and taking some more. And again on my lower lash line. Taking the previous brush and blending again. I mean, these blend nicely. They are not very pigmented, but the blendability is nice. Switching to a Morphe 507, this is slightly pointier than the 506. I'm going to take this dark brown and dust off the excess. And this is gonna go in my outer corner, close to my lash line. And I'm going to extend my eye using this shade, because I think I'm going to skip wing liner for today, but I want something to really elongate my eye. Kind of like a wing liner, but a softer version of a wing liner. Lower lash line. Back to my previous brush, I'm going to blend this. And back to the first brush, the fluffy one. I'm really diffusing my outer corner. Something like this. Yep, that's cool. Moving on to my mobile lid, I'm going to use this dark reddish brown. This is a Juvia's Place 002 small definer brush. And this is gonna go in the center of my lid, moving on to the outer corner. Again, I want to create kind of a gradient, starting from the lightest shade to the darkest. The shimmers are nice, I must say that. And I'm going to reflect that on my lower lash line as well. Moving on, I'm going to take the golden shade. Wait. So I think the golden shade is going to go on my lower lash line, and the pink shimmer is going to go on my upper lid. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So the gold is gonna go here on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take this pink shimmer. This is the last shade of the palette, the only one that I didn't use yet. And this is gonna go here in the inner portion of my lid. This is the least pigmented shimmer of this palette. I think I'm going to help it by spraying a little bit of setting spray on the brush. But first I'm laying it down like this and blending it into the other shimmer. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use a setting spray and spray some on my brush. And let's see if this is going to pick up the shade a little better. No. It did nothing, I think. What? This is weird. I see no difference. It just changed the texture a little bit. So it looks more like a metallic than a shimmer, but it's not more intense, unfortunately. I'm going to finish the eye look by applying one of my favorite mascaras I've ever tried, the Sephora Collection Size Up Mascara, just so it will be a full Sephora Collection eye look. And by the way, I'm wearing the Sephora Collection 10 Hour Foundation as well. I love, love, love that one. But first I'm going to curl my lashes. Why did this have to happen? I praised you. Why are you doing this to me? This is very nice if you want those thick voluminous lashes. That's what I'm into, honestly. Cleaning this up. Okay, the makeup look is done, and let's talk a little bit about this palette. I feel like it's an okay beginner friendly palette, because it's really easy to work with. The colors blend easily, and yeah, it's just overall easy to work with. Simple, quick for everyday looks. I feel like it's great for that purpose. It's not ideal though, like if you're really passionate about makeup, maybe you've tried a few products by now. I feel like you won't really be into this palette. I feel, how do I say it nicely? It's a little bit underwhelming, let's say. Because yeah, the pigment is not that great, but the blendability is good, so yeah, it's really easy to work with. So that's a positive. The shimmers, I mean these two shimmers, the golden and the dark brown, reddish brown, these are quite nice. These, it's okay, I guess. And the mattes are easy to blend but not that pigmented. Yeah, if you're a beginner, this is a nice option to start with. Or if you're just looking for something quick for your everyday looks, I feel like this is a good option, considering the price as well. So yeah, I really hope this video was useful for you. If you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. I upload videos every Monday and Friday. I hope you're having an amazing start of the year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!